Today I'm going to show you how to add subtitles to MP3s. It's really easy. You just need a text editor, and this is an example of how it's done. Now what I did is I had some Korean text that I had a native record for me, and this is the Korean text that they did. There's 3 elements to it, so I just copy all 3 of them into a document or a text file. And then I'm going to do some regular expressions to split this up into sentences that they read. So in this text editor, I can just hit space and search and do a regular expression. And basically, I'll just replace all of the full stops or periods with a new line character. So it just puts everything on a new line and separates them all. Now I need each line to have something on it, so I'll just quickly go through here and remove all the blank lines. There's not a lot of text here, so it doesn't take long. Then the next thing is I'm just going to replace all of the leading edge of the words, leading edge of the sentences, with the required text. So basically in a subtitle file, you just have the start time and the end time when you want the subtitle to be displayed, and then you have the actual subtitle itself, and they're generally indexed either from 0 or 1. So here is where I've done it all. You can have the font size in there, and you can tell it a font color to display and a font size. Or you could just have the text, in which case it'll just use the defaults for whatever program you're using to display subtitles. Now, it's really easy to do, but what you have to do is you then have to go here into the recording, like I've done. I've opened Audacity, go into the recording, find the gaps. So here I'll just play the first sentence, and then that's the first gap. So I click on it, between it, and I find, okay, this is the audio position I want. And then I go back to my text editor, and I'm starting at 0, and then you notice I'm going to, I think it was 2 seconds and 500. But then the end point of the previous one is the start point of the next one, if you see what I mean. It doesn't have to be, but generally it's easier. And then you go back and you find the next gap, or the middle of the next gap, and this is basically 5, so you just go in and you change it to a 5. And this is all I'm doing. So once you get the format of an SRT file, which you can get anywhere on the internet, it'll show you what these files look like. Then this is all you need to do. You find the time that you want the subtitle to be displayed, the start and end time, and then you just put the start and end time and make it match the subtitle that you want to be displayed. It's really, really easy. The only thing you do need to remember is that your indexes have to start from either 1 or 0. And they have to be sequential, so you can't jump around. It needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't swap them around. If you do swap them around, it'll fail. So if you change it, you need to re-edit your file, and it can't have gaps. It can't go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You have to have all of the numbers, the indexes here, available. So sometimes when you edit and you want to get rid of a subtitle, you can just make the time for, say, index 4 exactly the same, in which case it won't show it. You can also generate subtitle files that have more than one subtitle. So in this example, I've got a Korean text and the English translation displayed on the screen at the same time, and I do that by putting the subtitle that I want to appear in the file. So you can see, unlike the previous one, this one has 2 entries for fonts and size, and I've actually got different colors. So I've got sort of a yellow color for the Korean and a blue color for the English. And all you have to do is just put these this text in the same time span and same index in your file, and it will display at the same time. So it's really easy to do. So I'd highly recommend doing this if you want to see translations. A very short video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe.